happening? Okay, there we go. I hope you guys can hear me fine because I am out on the balcony, darling. I'm out on the balcony. This is my current view. I could have turned the camera around instead, but I didn't feel like doing all that, so I just turned in my phone. But your girl is having a nice break. But I'm not here to talk about my break. I'm here to give you guys an update about my mother's birthday party. So, my mom's birthday was yesterday. The party was in Suriname. My mom lives in Amsterdam. Um, what else? And she turned 60 years old. So it was super, super fun. Let's see 1 second. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so my mom, again, lives in Amsterdam. The party was in Suriname. She turned 60 years old. And of course, I wanted to be there so bad. But my current circumstances didn't allow for me to go. So unfortunately, I had to pass up on that. But um, my mom wanted me to be there in my own way. So she got me a live stream and I was able to stream the entire party. And it's, available for 1 month. And I'm sure that they'll also give her like a fire stick with, the actual tapes and the recordings and everything on it, so I'll have that and I can always like go back to it. But I do plan on watching the video over and over until I really feel like, all right, I've seen what I needed to see, because like there were moments where, since I'm at the beach, I would like kind of go in for a swim, especially on the breaks and stuff. And then here and there I would kind of like um pause and then fast forward, you know what I mean? Like skip over some parts that where she wasn't really in the video, or people were just not really, when people would eat and stuff like that. Hey Carga. Um hello everybody. Hi. I'm just chatting and giving everybody an update on my mom's birthday party, which was yesterday. So again, she turned 60. The party was in Suriname, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. And so I was there in my own way. I was on the live stream, and the party started at 5 p.m. their time, which was 4 p.m. EST. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, so I'll set my alarm for 4 p.m. But I'm currently on a trip in Alabama, so Alabama is another hour behind, and so everything started at 3 p.m. instead, and I set my alarm for 2:30 just in case. So, because I didn't want to miss anything. Okay. And it was really, really nice. It was so amazing. My cousin who lives in Georgia, she did a speech that I didn't expect her to do. And in the speech, she was telling my mom how much I appreciate her, how much I love her, and how I really wish that I would be there. But also that I'm really proud of my mom for everything that she has achieved, and also the mother that she is to me, how helpful she is and supportive, and all the things that she does for me. So that was like, that made me tear up. Like, that really hit the spot. Like, she said way more than just that, but that's in a nutshell. Yes, I really appreciated my cousin for doing that, because she worded everything perfectly, how I felt, what I currently feel, and like the appreciation that I have for my mother. I'm so sorry, Elisa, that you missed your flight. I hope that you're able to resolve that and get on another one ASAP. And safe travels to you wherever you are going. I hope you enjoy your time there. But another thing that I was so happy to see was my mother's hair. Okay. Um, I had made these little pins with flowers for her, and I did like beads in the center of them, and it was just so gorgeous to see how all of that came to life. One of my cousins is a hairstylist, and she used to have her own hair salon, so she was responsible for my mom's hair, and everybody in the family who attended had their own little role. So I guess that was her role, and my other cousins were decorating, others were helping in the kitchen, and of course my mom hired staff to help with the bar, help with the food and stuff like that. And oh my goodness, like there was so much food. Like all my favorite stuff was there. I mean, I'm vegan now, so half of the stuff I wouldn't eat, but like growing up, that was all my favorite stuff. And of course, my mom had the idea to incorporate like vegan dishes because of me. You know, when we first started, I would attend, but then also because of that, it gave her the thought, what if there are more vegans there? So in a way, I inspired something, you know. That was really great. What else? Oh, the outfits were amazing. So I am going to make a video where I show you guys my process of making the hair accessories, and like I said, I'm an accessory designer too. That's really awesome. And the dress that she wore that matches those accessories, I actually did alterations on for her. And my mom is a fashion designer herself, so she could do all these things herself. But the fact that she trusted me to do this for her means a lot to me. And also, um, it just is like how life is like a full circle, like how it comes together. It's just so beautiful to me because never in a million years did I ever think that I would also be a fashion designer. You know, my mom never thought that I would ever be that. She always thought my daughter's going to be something bigger than I am, you know? And not to say that being a designer isn't big, but that's just how she thought. And like she always encouraged me, go be a doctor, go be a lawyer because of everything that comes with being a designer. Like you have unhappy clients sometimes. You have clients who say they want this thing and you make it exactly how they want and they still don't like it. They still find something to complain about, or they want it, they love it, but they don't want to pay. You know what I mean? There's always something. And I had to like tell my mom, like, just because you experience that doesn't mean that I will also. But hey Dustin, what's up from Tennessee? What's up from Alabama? I'm here on vacation. I'm not living here. Um, but I told her, you know, just because you experienced it doesn't mean that I will too. But in reality, like years later, I ended up experiencing the same things. So I take it as a warning from her. You know, like she warned me of how it can be, but I didn't let that deteriorate me, if I'm using the word correctly, actually, and if I'm pronouncing it right. I didn't let that stop me from still giving it a shot for myself and figuring out for myself what it looks like to be a designer. And yeah, sometimes I have my days where I'm like, oh, this sucks. I don't like it. I don't know if I want to do this. But really, in reality, it's my calling. Like I feel called to fashion. I feel called to designing, and I think it's okay to just step away from it sometimes and take a break and do other things, but always come back to it because I actually really enjoy it. I really love what I do. And so, if you're watching this, I didn't plan to say none of this, but if you're watching this, I hope you feel inspired that even if people don't see what you're doing, they may not understand what you're doing, but as long as you do, just find your drive and keep going. And even if you have hard moments within it, everything is hard sometimes, you know? Everything has a moment where you're like, I don't know if I really should do this, but remember why you really started in the first place. Keep that as your drive, keep going, and like things will get better. It's not always bad, you know what I mean? You don't always have bad clients, you don't always have to please people. Um, So I hope that you feel inspired to still do the things that you really feel called to do, and like your gift will really make room for you. Like when I first started, I wasn't getting paid for anything. I wasn't getting paid for designing stuff or um, you know, like designing didn't necessarily bring me what I wanted it to bring me at that time. But I didn't stop, and so fast forward like 8 years later, I've worked with so many people that I never thought in a million years that I would work with, you know? I never thought that um, I would make the connections that I did, make the type of money that I did. Never, you know what I mean? And so if you just keep going, it will pay off. Like hard work pays off eventually. Like it might take a lot, it might take blood, sweat, and tears. And to be honest with you, if people had told me, or somebody, or God had told me what it would take in the very beginning, like what it would cost me to do what I'm doing, I would have been like, God, I'm good. Like, pick somebody else, get somebody else to do it. You know what I mean? But now that I've done it, I have no regrets. And I always wish to inspire somebody to just go for it and do the thing that God is calling you to do, because in the end, it's all about Him and it's always worth it. You know, like let God lead your way. Like that's Dustin. I'm sorry. Like Dustin says, let God lead your way, because in the end, I always told God, I'm not going if you're not going before me. I'm not doing it if you're not telling me to do it, because I'm gonna be stranded. I'm gonna be stuck. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not saying that when God is leading, you don't have a moment where you do feel stuck. It's very much natural. Like I do feel stuck at times, and I do feel like, did you really? You know what I mean? And then He'll show you that yes, I did really tell you to do this. You know, like He'll always send confirmation. He'll always like turn things around. He's always making a way. And so I want to inspire you guys to like, listen to the voice of God, do exactly as He's instructing you to do. And you know what I mean? Like, yeah, only God knows the future, honestly. So I hope that you guys are encouraged from this. But back to my mother's party, okay? Um, I'm going to make a video where I put in my process of making the accessories, process of doing the alterations, and just having like her moments where she's shining, because my mom is my biggest inspiration, honestly. Like when people always ask me like, hey, how are you getting to this, or like what motivated you, like I used to not necessarily pick my mom. I would always say like my love and my passion for fashion, but really in reality my mom is also my inspiration for it, because she did this. I watched her do this when I was a child. Like I was born into this, right? She would always make me these blankets and I would play in them, and she would put a bunch of scraps of fabric in there, and I'm just rolling and playing in it as I was a baby, like learning to crawl and stuff. So seeing how hard my mom worked, even when it didn't pay off, even when she had terrible clients, she didn't just throw in the towel and just stop doing it. The only reason she stopped is when we moved from Suriname to Amsterdam, and she wanted a better future for me. And so she had to start working as a nurse so that she was able to provide for me. You know what I mean? So um, I've always watched my mom work very, very, like extremely hard, just so that she could give me what she didn't have, so that she could give me a better future. You know what I mean? So I really, like, the hardworking woman that I am today is really because of her. Um, so I really love my mom. I thank her for everything, and I make it a deal that she knows that I appreciate her. I make it a deal that she knows that I love her, because um, I don't want my mom to ever wonder, did I do a good job raising my daughter? How is she feeling about me? You know what I mean? So, let me see what y'all are saying in these comments. Mm, 1 second, guys. All right, you guys, I'm sorry. I had to do something quick, but I hope that you guys really took something from that. Um, I hope that that was inspirational in some way. Oh wait, I didn't tell you guys about the second outfit. So my mom visited me here in the U.S. a couple months ago. I want to say last winter. Yeah, in December she came by, and she stayed until January. And when she was here, we just took time together to make her outfit, and my mom also made outfits for her brothers and sisters and some of her nieces and nephews and the grandchildren. So it was really amazing to see everybody in, my mom's garments, the things that she made. And of course, it was our culture clothes. But still, the fact that she hand embroidered everything, took the time, put in the efforts, the blood, sweat, the tears. Like, she was really this designer all over again that I grew up watching her be. And it was so inspirational. And I just had this moment like that. I wish I was there, but she still made me one. And my cousin is going to bring it back to me so that I can put it on, have a mini photo shoot or whatever, and, you know, enjoy that. So, yeah, that was really it. Someone says in here, whenever I need advice from God, I look at Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6, and I'm going to screenshot that so I can go read that. Thank you for that. It is truly a beautiful day out here, and I'm gonna go to the beach now. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this live. I hope that you continue to watch me and support me, and I really appreciate you guys for all of that. And I look forward to continuing to share my journey with you guys. It's not always easy to get on here, but I do make it a big deal to take some time and share with you guys. So, all right, have a wonderful day. Thank you again for being here with me, and I love you guys. Bye. See you soon.